Hey everyone, welcome back to Adventures with Edna. I'm Chris. Chances in school today. Steve. Today we're going to try and do a will it run, but not on Edna because we know she runs. Today we're going to be trying a will it run video on our Ford mower here. Now, we don't really know much about it, so we don't have much to go on here. This is an 80s model-ish Ford mower. I don't know the exact year. I kind of haven't researched it that far. It's got a 400 cubic inch Briggs & Stratton engine on here. We do know that it turns over as we tested it in Friday's video. But you can see it does not have a gas tank. It does not have a battery. There is a little bit of electrical nightmarish stuff going on in here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to rob a few parts off of the Murray mower and see if we can get this mower started. You probably remember that we got this mower a few months ago from Dylan at Creative Customs, and even though we brought it home, we haven't really done anything with it except wash it. It's getting to be fall now, so the leaves are falling on it, but I did tell Mary that we wouldn't start on it until we got the mini bike running, just one project at a time kind of deal. So the mini bike's up and running for the moment, and we're now in a position where we can see what's going on with this mower. We were recently gifted this Murray mower. It hadn't run for at least a year, and to get it running, we basically just had to add a battery to it, new solenoid, new key switch, some fuel lines, and a little bit of gas, I believe. And then the cutting blade didn't want to run at first. We had a pulley that was bad, so we replaced that. But now we've got it up and running, and we are now mowing the lawn with it, at least the last two mowings. So since this mower is pretty similar to the Ford mower, it's also got a Briggs & Stratton engine on it. This one just says 12 horsepower. It doesn't say the cubic inches, I don't think, or cubic centimeters. But we can easily take some parts off of here that we might need on the other one, like the battery. I don't know why, but I think this muffler is just super cool. I like it. I just hate that it's got a big hole in it. So, where do we start? Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with the key, because we have no key switch in here, and it just so happens that I have one. So we just happen to have this key switch here, which came off the Murray mower. The problem with it is when you turn the key to the starter, it's not making connection to make the starter turn over, which is not going to be a problem on the Ford mower. And the reason that's not going to be an issue is because someone at some point put in a push button starter. So it doesn't actually have to work on the start. So this key switch will be just fine. So we'll start off by plugging that in. We have no shade out here. It's going to get hot fast. These connections look really good. Really, really crusty. I left the key in the house, but I guess we don't need it yet. Now, we have a solenoid here that's not properly wired up. So we may be jumping some stuff. We're definitely stealing the battery out of the other mower to see if we can make this go. We've got our cables over here. Seems like we're missing some screws off the engine on this one. Hey, cool. It's got a chrome air cleaner cover. Or it was chrome at one time. I'm going to set that over here. This filter looks great. We can definitely reuse that. There is pieces of stuff down there, so that's awesome. Wasn't expecting that. Might have to take this part off. Looks like a 5/16 screw to take that off. Let's go there. Might have to get the vacuum out here. I think I'm gonna need more leverage. Apparently, I've been talking to myself for the last few minutes because I didn't hit record when I was taking off the air cleaner. It is very, very dirty in there. I pulled a big flake out, so that's awesome. This thing is definitely going to need a carb rebuild, but we're going to see if it fires first. But this one butterfly in here is not moving at all. So we're going to have to break out some Cree-oil here and see if we can get some of this stuff moving. I don't know how long it's been since this mower ran. That's tight. I don't think that the carb cleaner is going to have much effect in that hole there. I like it when it comes up and hits you in the face. Whoa, it moved. We have movement. Is that the choke? Let's see. We've got this speed. Yeah, all right. So that makes that move. That's our throttle. Does it have a choke? It does say start, so I assume that's the choke up there. Yeah, I guess that was moving. Well, maybe. No, I pushed it down and then it just stayed there. That's full speed. That's low speed. So let's see what else we got moving here. All right, got it back open, closed, open, closed, open. Oh, good. Okay, so we got that moving. Can hear it running already. Let's see, what's going to be next? A lot of crud buildup on there. Got hit in the face again. Let's get the battery out of the Murray mower and see what's got power and what doesn't. Take our ground first. This is a new battery we just bought last month for the other mower. Let's see, what is do not remove cover. This is going to the solenoid, so we know that is. I think we should turn that around. All right, so I guess that battery would sit there. Let's get our solenoid out where it's accessible, maybe. Let's see, are these stuck? No, that's good. Got our other cable here. No sparking, that's good. Now let's find out if anything's going to work in here. I need my key. I don't have the key. Hang on. All right, we got our key. So let's turn on our power and see if anything. I knew that was going to happen. Let's turn on our power and see if anything wants to turn on. All right, is anything on? Are the headlights on? Doesn't look like it. I don't believe this is turned on to anything, so we might have to jump that. Let's see here. It's funny how quickly the battery is already falling over on us. Why, oh why? Let's see here. This thing basically bypassing the solenoid itself. Where is... Let's see, here's one wire going somewhere. That's another wire going somewhere else. There's some wires spliced together here. Here is some kind of safety switch for, what is that? On, off. Where there was a wire sitting in here, coming from here, and goes there, and this one is caught over here. Nothing. Let's see where that wire, here it is. Let's ground it to something. Nothing. Does this mean we have no power, or does this mean that let's send some power somewhere? Can we turn the headlights on? That switch is not doing switch things. I'm pretty sure it just broke. Alright, so we're not turning on the headlights. We have our key switch on, but our solenoid doesn't seem to be hooked up. Let's rig up our own version of the Lone Wolf 6000 here. Hook that over here. And if we hook this to the power, nothing. So we have no solenoid. I don't think. Do we got to rob a solenoid? All right, guys, the camera overheated on us, so we missed a little bit. Not much. I found out that the solenoid is not hooked up at all. It's completely bypassed by that ignition switch. So we're just going to deal with that for the moment. I did get it to turn over, and that was when I noticed the camera died, because I figured we would try some gas and see what happened. So now we're back to that part. So basically, this wire comes directly from the battery to the push button starter switch over here, and then the other wire goes directly to the starter. So there is no solenoid connection for right now. So let's see here. We're going to turn our key back on. So we have power. We're going to set you guys back up here. We're going to put a little bit of gas down the yap and see what happens if we hit the starter button. All right, let's drop that down there. Put that over there. And we'll hit our starter button. This is not the best connection. Well, that's wanting to fry. That's why you need a starter. Or, wait a minute. That's why you need a solenoid, people. Didn't seem like we had any fire. I wonder how old this spark plug is. Guess we can't push that very long. Something fired. Allegedly. I don't like standing over this carburetor. My face. Oh, well, that totally melted. So, all right. So we got to figure out how we're going to get power to our starter. Let's go back to the alligator clip method. See what we can come up with. The starter's still wired like it should be. A bit with our clip here. Our solenoid may not be any good. Let's see here. Let's turn our key off. And let's see if the old starter or the old solenoid from the other mower works. Let's see. Let's see, where did we put our wrenches? We put all that right here. Let's disconnect. Well, let's pull our ground real quick. Now that we fried that starter switch. All right, let's get in here. We'll disconnect our old solenoid. Reattach the new solenoid. Which would be this side. So let's take this wire, that wire, pull those off. It's only 75 degrees out here, but when you're standing in the direct sunlight, it's very hot out. All right, this wire has got to let go. All right, let's see. Now that's that. Let's bring this over here, and we'll attach this and this. Wait a minute. Let's reverse that. Put this and this on here. So our camera overheated again, but we didn't miss much because our other solenoid is bad. So I don't have another one short of pulling the other one off the other mower, which will take a lot of time. So we have rigged some stuff up with jumper cables. And I had a small mishap with the oil where I had the dipstick tube out and was looking to see if this was going to turn it over, which it did, and then it spit oil out everywhere. So we have oil on stuff now. But we can try to start it. Let's see. Let's get some gas in here. Our key is already on. Gas back over here. And jumper cable starting. This is where you really like having your sparks and stuff right beside your engine and your carburetor with the gas. Makes it seem really safe. Let's try it again. It's firing. I'm sure this carburetor definitely needs to be rebuilt. Well, that's one thing. We don't have it set to run. So let's move it to run and see what happens. Put a little more gas in there. See if she wants to fire. We have a weird hole in there, so every time I pour gas in it, most of it just pours out on the ground. Choke doesn't close. I mean, it's moving, but it ain't closing. We got smokage going on. And the smoke is even coming out of the muffler. I'm pretty sure there's way too much oil in this. I don't know how much effect that's having on it starting or not. Let's get some oil drained out of this real quick. All right, we changed that. We've gone from too much oil to slightly too little oil. So that's the last we got in our cup. Let's get some more. Try it again. It's gonna run. She's gonna run. She is definitely gonna run. All right, let's see if we can make that happen again. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Oh yeah, we're gonna run. She's gonna run. Let's do it one more time. One more time. One more time. See all the gas pouring out underneath. That is awesome. It's gonna run. We got a running Ford mower. All right, so this is gonna change things. All right, so we've got a functional mower, but we don't have a fuel tank. We don't have. God, I hate that I got all this stuff all over my cables. They were nice and clean before. All right, oh, gotta turn the key switch off. Okay, so let's figure this out. All right, so she's gonna run. Now, we don't have any supplies beyond... We don't have any supplies beyond what we've already used. So we need parts. We're gonna have to put parts together. Oh, I'm so happy. This is gonna be awesome. All right, let's see here. All right, so the Ford mower is definitely gonna run. Now, we saw some smoke. We have no idea how long it's been since it ran. I don't like the fire contraption setup that we've got going just to try and start it. So in the interest of safety, we're gonna go ahead and call it here. I'm gonna go ahead and get a battery for it. We're gonna get a working solenoid for it. We're gonna get a properly functioning key switch for it and get rid of that starter setup or that starter button since we fried it anyway. But I think she's going to be good to go. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of that. Let me know if you want to see much more of the Ford riding lawnmower. We did talk about turning it into a drift mower, which could be pretty cool. We don't have the mowing deck for it anyway, so we might as well do something fun with it. Don't forget, guys, adventures are out there everywhere. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon. If you want to support us there as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.